Alright, guys, final part. I wish I'm gonna try to finish it. Final part for the Dark Knight Returns commentary slash analysis slash everything. So, we were at the point where Joker has just killed everyone in the audience in the talk show with his smiling gas. And I was talking about the reality or the reality versus the fantasy of having those robots, flying and dropping gas on everyone. And I made my point, I think. So we're gonna just jump right back in. For those who are keeping count, we are at 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 43 seconds. And Batman and Carrie have just um, infiltrated the TV, the the building where the talk show is, so to pursue the Joker. So three, two, one, let's go. Oh no, I think there's a no, they're at the Catwoman. Sorry, at Catwoman's apartment or a brothel, I think. Yeah, and they find her. She's in a Wonder Woman. Very I love the little hug that Batman. I mean, there's so much history, and it's kind of tragic that Catwoman. I mean, you could say, of course, that Bruce turned well. Bruce got a little bit crazy, a little bit out of touch. I mean, he he started drinking, and he was kind of having, like we saw at the beginning with the race cars, kind of having a death wish, if from my point of view. And so it's nice to see as he begins in his blue and gray suit, then transfers to the gray and black, and his state of mind changes, and he has more patience with. He doesn't fire Carrie for disobeying his orders. He accepts her as a new Robin. He trains her, and now he shows a little bit of warmth, a little bit of humanity with someone that he has so much history with Selena. That, I mean, it's tragic the way she turned, because it's a, I won't say it's pathetic. It's not. She's a I mean, she's a great character, but to see her in this fashion, it's kind of it's sad, and it was nice of Batman to just, of course, free her and take her for a little hug. Oh, he kisses them. I didn't remember that. Oh yeah, that's my Batman. That's my Batman. Hold it now. Kisses Catwoman, punches Yandel in the stomach right through a key. God, got punched. Jesus fucking Christ. And Smoke also doesn't waste time. Doesn't fuck around. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm doing what I want. I'm the fucking Batman. I love. Oh my god, tense moment. By the cape. Oh, good soldier. Good soldier. And again, in 2 minutes he hugged two people. I mean, he's really, as much as he is still efficient and violent and brutal, he is also so much kinder and so much sweeter. And this is, of course, my favorite scene in the movie. You know what's coming. I love the technology, the glider they're using. Tries to blow them up. And I love everything about this scene. I love the way it's constructed. I love the way the music, of course, kind of almost fairy tale like soundtrack. It's like in if we were in Alice in Wonderland, wandering in the woods, and it's, of course, it's a playground filled with kids. So they both have a mission. Batman takes care of the Joker, and Carrie takes care of the other of the little girl's robot. So, and I love, of course, we saw again, Batman is an escape artist. Joker is shot three times, I think, and he, just by the trajectory of the gun, he can kind of, with his experience, it's not superhuman. Of course, it's very. Don't try it, of course, but it's it shows yourself. It's like when he was in the mud. He says everybody's slow when they're in this kind of mud, and he was still light-footed. Batman is always light-footed. He's always on the tip of his toes because he always has a way of escaping, of evading. And I like, even at this shape, at this brutal monolith shape, he is still very light in his movement and very, again, bat-like, very, very. You got my point. And I love how Carrie Kelly, of course, she's been trained. She was a gymnast too. And Joker just goes on a rampage. And it's just pure simple. It's so simple, but it's so great. Oh shit. One in the eye, and just like the violence, it's like, it's like, I say what I hate the movies, most of them, because it's so simple. Batman lands, runs toward the Joker. Joker has a gun. That's it. And the tension is because we know that if Batman gets shot, he shot fatally, he will die because he has, apart from his logo that is bulletproof, because that's the one thing I didn't like. I'll do my Matrix commentary soon, but there's I understand why they did it, but his armor was just too fucking strong. Yeah, I called. I had no choice. After 8 or 9 viewings, I went, okay, this is plot armor. It's just too strong. I mean, even in the military, when they get shot, I don't know if it's like that for real. I'm not an expert, but even when we see in a movie, let's say, someone gets shot with a bulletproof vest, and sometimes it goes through, like Kevlar. I mean, I'm sure that in 2022 they have something better than Kevlar, something harder, but I mean, still, Batman is using just cloth because he wants to keep his agility. He doesn't want to be restrained. He wants to be free of his movements. So again, and they're full of again just Batman running at Joker with a gun, and Joker takes a hostage at random because he doesn't care. He shoots everywhere. He doesn't give a fuck, and that's just great because Batman is pure straight line. I'm gonna stop you. Fuck you. And Joker is just madness, chaos, the real madness, the real anarchy. It's like, and when he wants, it's full of people, so of course there are many potential targets. So it's just crazy how simple it is and how effective it is. But so, and of course, anyway, let's go. And of course, when he says, "Are you out of your mind?" he just shot a batarang in his eye because he knows that he doesn't even care. He doesn't care of the pain. That's what makes him uh, again a lot more crazier and more dangerous and smacks everyone. Yeah, yeah, Batman evading strategic steps. And Joker has a batarang in the eye and doesn't even scream. He doesn't care. He's so out of his mind. And in the Hall of Mirrors, perfect place, perfect reflection. And I love that that they are able. This Joker is able not to go toe to toe because of course Batman is a better fighter, but still this Joker has power because his power is he is so crazy, he is so unleashed after how many time in that hospital I don't know, but now he is roaming free of everything, and his madness just again he's always like that, but I mean a Joker that they kept that can get punched and still laugh, can roll with Batman, can take hits. And I like that when Batman was trying, Batman tries to disarm him once or twice and it doesn't work. Because of course, Joker is good with guns. And when you're trying to fight someone with a gun that is good with a gun, it's exponentially more difficult. And he gets shot. And oh my god, finally no more bullets. And he just doesn't care. And just with one shot, we have upped the tension again exponentially because Batman is shot. Batman is bleeding to death. Carrie Kelly with her, oh shit, this is dark. You see, Batman has trained her because she immediately went for the scratch in the face. Of course, when you she because of course she could do the gymnastics on her own, but and of course the little sling. I don't know how we call that in English. The sling when you shot the ball, and that's what she used to against the neo-Nazi or the Nazi and gang woman, and also she used it now just again very simple skills, but it works. So who cares? And I like that she has been trained, because now, first thing you do, if you end up fighting on the ground, which is a world of hurt, and you are on your back, which is a double world of hurt, uh, and then basic defensive mechanism: eyes in the eyes, eyes in the face, eyes in everything. Of course, and if you're getting choked by a guy that is 3-4 times your strength, yeah. So she has been trained, because scratch does the effect, goes up a little, and then use her feet to propulse him, and now he is gonna die in his own misery, because, and again, cruel but deserving fashion. And it's bloody. We get the blood. I didn't remember how violent this was. And knife in the. You just killed the cop. Oh, and then now he has more bullets. And he just start killing indiscriminately. Tunnel of love. Shoots everyone. It's so mad. He just killed. Oh my god. He kills everybody. He's just completely unleashed. Jesus Christ. Batman appears under the water. I like that. Again, oh, finally! Disarm the gun, punch to the throat. No more. Now he's mad. Oh god. Knee in the face. Oh shit. And now he's good with a knife too. Uh, uh, Again, the tension. And he starts blurry vision. And he's strong. And even Batman has trouble. After 2 stabs, that would probably kill him. Batman does not kill him. He paralyzed him. And it was a long, long, long time coming. I love this ending. I love I love everything. No, you won't. You won't finish you. Yeah, that's all he wanted. From day one, all Joker wanted, what not to kill Batman, not to know Batman's identity. And he breaks his own neck. That's the best Joker death I can imagine. So crazy that you break your own neck. Batman's in great trouble. Stop laughing. Batman's been shot, stabbed. He loses it. And yeah, just to finish my point, that's all Joker wants with Batman. Make Because he knows his rule. So all he wants is to bring Batman to the criminal's level. He wants to make him lose control. And that's what he got. And so yeah, Joker's dead, but Joker won because but Joker doesn't care about anything else. And even as a skeleton, oh damn, Batman isn't playing anymore. Oof. And again, when I was talking, so now I'll just let the scene play. He just broke her, punched in the face, broke her glasses, and stole her gun. And yeah, so right there, when I was talking about an early scene in the movie that he goes through the wall, takes control of the guy's machine gun, and shoots a guy in the hand. So we had to assume that Batman was proficient this with this gun, with this machine gun. But and as I explained, as I made my point about yeah, when of course he hates guns, but if you're gonna fight 90% of your time people with guns, well, you should know how a gun would work, how to disarm it, what is how just everything. You have to know everything about guns to be able to disarm and control people with guns. So, but the difference here, why he's not well, there's the difference that he's almost dead and bleeding to death. But the other thing, and as we saw with the flickering of the finger on the trigger, because that's the kind of weapon that killed his parents. His parents were gunned down by a machine gun, or a sniper, or a bazooka, or whatever you want. They were a simple little pistol, just like this one. So when in his mind, he's again bleeding to death and fucking traumatized because he has to use the weapon of the coward, the ultimate coward, the ultimate thing that made him lose everything. So, I guess that's my reasoning for how he's not so precise anymore, and he has a again not so bad 2 3 times, but still not perfect at all. Clumsy. I like that. Stop laughing. Boom. And a whole lot of smoke. And I love how Batman uses the water. Again, always hiding, always evading, always using his surroundings. Now he has a bit of luck because a lot of those shots. Yeah. And see, I'll tell this for fucking Zack Snyder. When Batman has weapons in his vehicles, it's for right this purpose. Scan the area, find a neutral target, and destroy it to create an advantage, to create smoke, to create chaos, to break your enemies, to break your enemy's spirit, to break your enemy's plan, to break your enemy's vehicle. It's not to kill people, it's not to destroy everything, it's just to have an advantage. That's why he has little weapons. Sometime, for some reasons, he just does. Anyway, yeah. I have a lot of Batman reviews to do, but in Batman '89, when they say that Batman killed people with his Batwing, I don't agree. We don't see anyone being killed. Prove me wrong. So now Batman is in again the tension. I have never been more afraid for Gotham survival since Mask of the Phantasm, when he is again bloodied, he is unmasked. Taking off the mask to create a fake flying Batman towards the copter was genius, but it makes him very vulnerable, very easy. Anybody could see him. So now that's the second best Batman. Can he make it? Can he make it? Because now he is in really bad shape. Anybody else should be dead by this point, but as Alfred says, he's just too stubborn to die. Creates confusion also. Yeah. Highest tension you can have, and he's bleeding everywhere. He's holding his. I know this movie is already gory, but he would his intestines would be out right now. The way Joker stabbed him, he's keeping his insides in with his hands. That's how dire this is. So without Robin, he would be dead or captured or both. So again, I have to revisit my thought about the role of Robin in the Batman mythos. I struggle with that a lot. Rope takes him. Oh yeah, he's up. Great action piece. Great tension. Again, great music. And now again, we see an Alfred with skills. Far too stubborn to die. What a great line. Oh, he's a murderer now. He's not. Again, he didn't kill the Joker. Of course, they weren't there to see it, but I love, just to say, I love Gordon so much in this movie, in this iteration of it, of him. So it's a shame, of course, it's about Batman, but Jim and his wife, and Jim in Year One, of course, Year One is the best story version, of course, the greatest arc of Gordon, I think. But I don't know. I get a sweet spot. Nuclear war. And that's the way you use Superman. That's when you use it. Because that's another thing Zack Snyder got awfully wrong with Superman and Batman v Superman because he uses a nuke. Of course, it's to kill Doomsday. What is I won't go there, but he, that's that's when Superman shines because again creating this story around the tension of the Cold War was pure genius. Well, he was living in these years, but I don't know. I'll just wait to see more. I Superman is, eh. And of course, first thing that happens when a nuclear strike blows up, it's an EMP. So everything loses power. Got that, Snyder? It creates an EMP. It's a fucking nuke. It's not a toy. The music is haunting, and Superman is almost a corpse. And of course, Superman is too powerful. If a nuke cannot, again, apart from kryptonite, if a fucking nuke does, of course, he was in bad shape, but he heals instantly. So, hmm, that's great. I would have liked Oh shit. Planes are falling from the sky. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the budget on this movie is insane. And of course, another moment that Snyder must have not watched, or he had his ears blocked or something, or I don't know what he was doing to cocaine, or I don't know, but he surely didn't see this. Because that's another great thematic line for Batman. These guns are loud and clumsy. They are the weapons of cowards. The weapons of cowards, Snyder. Do you get that? Batman does not use guns. No, does not like guns. He hates them. They're the weapon of cowards. The same cowards that killed his parents. Simple enough. What's the trouble? And the first thing you arm Ben Affleck with, a grenade launcher. For this version, because you wanted this old Batman, grizzled, old veteran, bulky, but you went, as always with Snyder, everything's in the shot, but as soon as someone talks, it's going to shit. Fucking breaks a shotgun into. Mutants versus the populace. Again, the music, the tension. It's so great. Okay. Of course, Batman is showing great leadership. That's something that's something we never saw again in any movie. We never saw him being a leader for the people, and that's something I would. And no, the closest we got, well, of course, in Matt Reeves, the Batman. At the end, he was the light in the dark, in the darkness. He was the he was the signal of hope that they could follow to get out of the depths of death. So, uh, of course, he didn't say a thing. He just showed his hand and, show don't tell. Okay, again, but apart from this kind, he doesn't make this. Robert Pattinson's Batman definitely is not a talker in crowds. He's not a guy who makes speeches. But I like that he was a leader in his mind, and he was a leader in his final monologue. I know I'm talking about another movie, sorry, but I had to find a correlation. But this veteran Batman on a horse, the visuals, the everything, because there's an EMP, there's no more cars. So what are you gonna use? Good old fashioned skills, horse riding, and of course Batman knows because he has decades of experience in every form of survival and things of that nature. So to see him become a leader, and of course all the big figures, all the pillars of who protects Gotham are leaders in the purest of purest darkness. So and now it's time for Gordon to become a leader too. Of course, it shows so much humanity. After all the madness of the Cold War and nuclear strikes and whatever you want, to 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 end this chapter of the story with so much humanity, and because this is humanity at its best. This is what humanity can achieve, and this is why Batman is the greatest hero. Your community spirit. And of course, Yandel finally understands. He's too big. He's too big. So simple. So I'll just finish that though. It's too big part because that's what Nolan didn't understand when he tried to make all this at the end of Dark Knight Rises, and again another nuclear weapon not understood by Hollywood, but just first being a coward because there are similarities. He had a knife wound. Um, he had to stop a bomb. He had to save the community from Bane. He had to save his city from Bane's will, and so. But Batman never stopped. If Batman, after defeating Bane, and of course, that go watch my videos if you want my full opinion on the subject. But how powerful would it have been? Of course, at night, not in daylight. And Batman doesn't fighting in daylight with people. It doesn't make sense at all. But imagine if after he defeats Bane, comes back all broken and hurt, but he rises. Get it, Nolan? Rises to the challenge, and because it's the same thing. There's no electricity. There's almost no more food. It's kind of again, it's like this kind of situation. So if Christian Bale Batman had taken, he loves doing speeches, the Batman. So what better way to end your movie with that and with people helping each other instead of being angry with the army and meh, 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 and we will cross the bridge. No, we'll kill you. It's like it's so fucking stupid and it's so dumb. It's so simple-minded. It doesn't understand Batman at all. The fake sacrifice, the way he hangs up the cowl at 39 years old, it's completely bullshit. Because Batman is not just a man who is a skilled, incredibly skilled man and strategist and everything you want. He is a symbol. Yeah, of course, makes perfect sense. And that's just, again, a great. How much scope do you want? Every city in the country is, of course, when people are desperate, they will fall to their lowest nature, their lowest instincts, and hell will break loose. It, unless you have a leader like Batman who takes charge. So it is it is the complete irony that the most absolute irony that Gotham has always been the worst city in America, but now it's the greatest. Kind of funny. I love this version of Oliver Queen. love the way Oliver, again, just at the end, is gonna Crime Alley. Oh, and he has the old Batmobile from '89. Nice. I never realized that. Yeah, Batman. Alfred doesn't agree, but it's my duty. Again, they have evacuated. Get that, Snyder? They have evacuated the area because the president just sent Superman to fight Batman. Evacuation. Again, another great action piece. Special forces with night vision. Yeah. You want to come with me with tanks and helicopters? I got just the thing. Yeah, yeah. First shot of missiles, take him down. And it's all or nothing because Batman knows that after that he's just not an outlaw. He's a criminal of the state, I guess, or I don't know what qualification of Batman falls in a lot of criminal qualifications, but for this is a direct order from the president of the United States. So I don't know. Yeah, it has to end. He has gone. He knows in his heart he's gonna fail, but he's gonna try his darnest and he's gonna try his best, and he won't make it easy. And again, like Alfred said, why does Batman do it if he knows he lose? Because he's too stubborn. He's too stubborn. It's his way or the highway, always. And again, this has power that the movie, of course, did not have. Not one atom of similarity. Here they have been friends for decades. Friends, enemies, enemies, friends, back and forth, of course, but I mean, it's just checking camera. Okay. Uh, the shot of both their stature, because now Batman, of course, normally Superman is bigger, but Batman with his super armor is just as big, and he has been, he's been, it's contingency plan, of course. He built this armor, like Yaku would say. We'll talk about it. Yeah, ultrasound connects to Gotham's grid, electricity. uh, Alfred looking at the album, picture album. So sad. And it's great poetry that Alfred, at his last order, at his last duty, again, even as he begins to have a heart attack, he still puts the book, the picture album, right in his place, all clean, because he wants to leave Wayne Manor as clean as ever. And it's just pure, perfect poetry that he dies just as the Batman legend, well, the Batman, quote unquote, um, dies too, metaphorically, but because he was old too. So I think it was perfect time. Yeah, again, I'm an outlaw because I do what they cannot. What kind of authority is that? Indeed. Oh yeah, who did they send after you? I love the rocket boots. Yeah. I can't believe Snyder had the balls to make this Batmobile at the end of his Justice League cut. Oof. That man is starting to lose because, of course, it's too hard. Great tactics, great creative, great use of his environment, but Superman is just too strong. And Superman has no finesse. Of course, comes the cherry on the sundae. Oliver fucking Queen. Oh yeah. With one arm. Being able to fight special ops with only one arm. And he's old. Of course, when it comes to techniques and hand fighting techniques, Batman is gonna, of course, has the upper hand, but you cannot destroy Superman with pure physics unless not Batman cannot. Oh damn! And I love that Oliver just has a straight bow, a straight wooden bow. It's not a great refined high tech bow or some kind of shit. And there you have it. For both. Again, in this version of the speech, they tried to do it in the movie, but it doesn't work because because it symbolizes Batman for all his life has been keeping this speech to Clark in his insides, in his soul. And these words are like again because he knows that the end of an era is coming. Uh, because he wants to do things differently because he cannot do it anymore. He's become too old and he can't do it forever. So he has to train the next generation. So I just love the. I mean, when you have watched so many content of Batman that he's young or veteran or in that scope, and we arrive now at the definitive moment in his life. Um, and I didn't because in the movie there's one there's one line I liked when Ben Affleck says this will be the most important thing I've ever done, and it doesn't fit because if he was his friend, he just wants again like the Joker just wanted to make Batman lose control. Batman just wanted to show uh, again that he is the best. Um, not no, that's not entirely true. Not really being the best, of course, but he wants to show Clark what he has never had, what it feels like to be human. That's all he wants. He doesn't want to kill Clark. He doesn't want to no, of course you can fight him for years, but you will never be able to kill him. And you should, again, kryptonite knuckles, brace knuckles, or invent whatever you will, kryptonite bullets and what, blah blah blah. But Batman doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to kill Clark. Again, no kill rule, absolutely respected, because he just wanted this. What he says right now: your own mortality. But I love, after all this Superman has done, and for all his Boy Scout bullshit, that he still always obey orders. I just like the fact that, because purely at his core, he's Batman is his friend, Bruce is his friend. So again, that he still cares in this moment. Bruce almost killed him with that kryptonite, and he's still so good of heart that, again, so good of heart that he alerts Batman to his heart that is starting to fail, and Batman is still kicking him down. That's pure Batman. Don't mess with him. In your most private moments. That is a great way to end Batman's legacy. Well, his own. That's a great time to destroy Wayne Manor, to destroy the cave, to kill Alfred. That's how you do it, not like Arkham Knight did. That's how you do it. I love the photo with the drunk with the two ladies. Yeah. Everything has disappeared because Batman used his ultimate contingency, and Selina is the saddest. Oh. Were you a friend? Maybe. Sounds about right. Batman has no friends. Of course, Batman has always a plan. And again, Clark could have been, no, 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 no. I have a mission to do. I have orders to obey. But no, he learned his lesson. It took Batman almost all his life, literally his life, but he got finally Superman to understand why he sees the world that way and why he is right, and why Superman has to get out of his way. And right there and then, Superman gets out of his way so that Batman can stay hidden forever and give his legacy to other people. A good life, good and good enough. Again, Bruce and Oliver Queen, two guys that have no superpowers. I spent 10 years looking for a good death because when he was no more when he was Batman no more, as I said, he had the death wish and all he wanted was a good death, and he found his plan worked and the Batman reigned supreme. So great story, great adaptation. Now, good enough. The victory song, great. Jay Oliva directed, excellent, perfectly written by Frank Miller and Klaus Jensen. I didn't know that. Okay, so I want to know. Of course, I know Christopher Drake did the music. Another underrated artist. He's all his Batman soundtracks are excellent. I just want to know who did the fighting. Bruce Timm, of course. Voice direction, Andrea Romano, the best of the best. Okay, so here we are. We should know in a few seconds. Timing, storyboard. Prop, treaty, background, animation. So it was, yeah, a lot of animation is made in South Korea. I don't know why, if they are cheaper or because the Griffins made in Korea, and I don't know why everything's made fucking South Korea. Come on, give it to me. Launchers. Jesus Christ. 25 seconds to go, and maybe it has another name in animation, but yeah, I think they just don't say, or yeah, it must be under another title in animatics or things like that. I don't know animation at all, so I cannot say. So, all right, guys. So that was it. I love this movie. I love doing this review. So keep alert for the next ones. I think I'm gonna do. Well, doesn't matter. You'll see. So I hope you had fun. I hope maybe learned a thing or two, or always. I wish you had a good time. So take care of yourself, guys, and see you next time with Batman or whatever.